Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this TYBSc online lecture. Today we are going to discuss manufacture of sulfuric acid. Already we discussed manufacture of ammonia by modified Bosch-Haber process. In this topic, that is manufacture of basic chemicals, we have three important basic chemicals: ammonia, sulfuric acid and the nitric acid. The manufacture of ammonia already we completed in the last lecture. So, today we are going to start manufacture of sulfuric acid. So, basically, I am going to first explain the basic principle. Then what are the process, what are the methods for the manufacture of sulfuric acid? We have two different process. From that two process, we have to compare, that is lead chamber process and the contact process. These are the two methods in which the sulfuric acid can be manufactured. Out of those two methods, we have to compare which one is the convenient, which one is the better one. After the comparison, we can say that contact process is more favorable than the manufacture of sulfuric acid by the contact process, that we are going to see. So, first let me start the manufacture of sulfuric acid. As we know all of that, sulfuric acid is a very important basic chemical which have the lot of applications. Therefore, it has a great importance in even in the laboratory and other industries like pharma industry is there, textile industry is there, fiber industry is there, plastic industry is there. For any particular chemical industry, the use of sulfuric acid is very important. It is generally it is stated that the utilization of sulfuric acid, or the use of sulfuric acid, the growth of a chemical industry which is measured, means for any company, how it can be, growth can be there. So, that can be measured by the use of the sulfuric acid. That was the statement is. So, just I want to say in the brief, what is that? Sulfuric acid has a lot of applications, it has very great importance. Okay. Now, let me start first. What is the principle for the manufacture of sulfuric acid? Very simple principle is there, very simple we can say here. Generally, for any method, the sulfuric acid can be synthesized in three different methods, in three different steps. Sulfuric acid, the manufacture of sulfuric acid, involves three important steps. That is, number one, any sulfur containing material or any sulfur containing elements, any material which it contains sulfur or sulfur pyrites, sulfur or pyrites of sulfur, first converted into sulfur dioxide. This is step 1. Second, the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which is the second step. This is step 1, this is step 2, and the third one, which is sulfur trioxide, is converted into H2SO4. This is the last step, which is a step number 3, absorption step, absorption of sulfur trioxide by water, which is absorption step. This is nothing but these are three important steps. For any method, for any process, for the manufacture of sulfuric acid, it involves three important steps. This is a basic principle. Raw material, sulfur or sulfur pyrites, any sulfur pyrites mean nothing but the cadmium sulfate, zinc sulfate, palladium sulfide, any sulfides, any containing sulfur containing any raw material which is taken for the as the raw material for the manufacture of sulfuric acid. That sulfur initially, the first step, which is converted to the sulfur dioxide. This is nothing but the oxidation reaction, but simple air oxidation is there. Sulfur or sulfur pyrites are converted into the sulfur dioxide, which is step 1 by the simple oxidation method. And second one, sulfur dioxide is converted into the sulfur trioxide, again which is oxidation step. And third one, absorption of sulfur trioxide by water into H2SO4, which is the third step. Means manufacture of sulfuric acid, which involves 3 important steps. These are the principle. This is the basic principle. For any manufacture of sulfuric acid, you have to go through this one. Any raw material sulfurs are taken into sulfur dioxide converted. Sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide, and finally sulfur trioxide, which is absorbed by the water, is converted into the H2SO4. This is the basic principle. Where the step 1 and step 3 important step. But step 2, conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which is a very difficult step. It decides the what type of process we are going to study. The second step which decides the what type of process which we are going to study. Therefore, step 2, conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which is a significant step, important step, which decides the process of the sulfuric acid, which decide the process of the sulfuric acid. Okay. The basic principle, what is the basic principle? Basic principle is only the sulfur or sulfur pyrites are converted into the sulfur H2SO4 by the 3 important steps. It involves 3 important steps. Step 1, sulfur or sulfur pyrites converted into sulfur dioxide, and step 2, sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide, and finally sulfur trioxide, which is absorbed by the water, converted into the H2SO4. So there are 2 different processes are there. There are 2 different processes for the manufacture of sulfuric acid. There are 2 different processes, that is 2 different processes. There are 2 different processes, 2 important processes. Such as, one is lead chamber process, and second one, which is contact process, which is a contact process. Name of the process is contact process, which we are going to study in this our topic, manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. Why we are going to prefer the contact process? That we have to see first. The basic principle which we are studied already. What is the principle? Any sulfur element containing raw materials are taken, any pyrites of sulfur which are taken, that is sulfur, zinc sulfide, cadmium sulfide, cupric sulfide, any sulfide raw material which are taken, converted to sulfur dioxide, further sulfur dioxide is converted to sulfur trioxide, and finally sulfur trioxide, which is formed, absorbed by the water, converted into the H2SO4. This is the basic principle. For any 2 steps, which we have to follow the 3 steps for this 2 process. So which one we have to more favorable, that is more preferable, that we have to study by these 2 processes. One is the lead chamber process and second one is the contact process. Let me compare which one is the better one. Let me have some points. Now here we can say only the 78% of H2SO4 is obtained in this process. In this process only the 78% of the H2SO4 is obtained after the 3rd step. Here the approximate 100%, about 100% of H2SO4 is obtained. Definitely we can say here. If 2 processes are there, one is the lead chamber process, second is the contact process. From this we can compare. If it is you are getting here 80% yield, you are getting the 100% yield. 100% yield of the H2SO4. Definitely we choose that one. And second one we can say here we can say the conversion of SO2 to SO3. As I told you, second step is very important in the manufacture of sulfuric acid, that is conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Here in case of lead chamber process, conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide is done by the mixture of NO and NO2, that is nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Here in this case, the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide is done by, that is, atmospheric oxygen. Atmospheric oxygen means simple oxygen, simple air oxygen. See, this is the very important. Here, conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which is the oxidation step, done by the NO and NO2, nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Here, the only simple air is taken and converted the sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Therefore, this is more very simple, preferable. And the third one we can see here, nitric oxide. See, nitric oxide, that is NO, is used as catalyst. Here in this lead chamber process, which is a toxic, as already we know that nitric oxide, which is little bit of toxics. So here in this case, contact process, V2O5 vanadium pentoxide or platinized asbestos are used as catalyst. Now see, here in this case, nitric oxide, which is a toxic, NO is used as a catalyst, but here in contact process, V2O5 vanadium pentoxide or platinum asbestos, which platinum is little bit of expensive, but they are not toxic. Those are used in the contact process. And the next one, here we can see nitrosyl sulfuric acid, which is the intermediate, is formed. Nitrosyl sulfuric acid, that is nitrosyl sulfuric acid is formed as intermediate. Here no nitrosyl sulfuric acid is formed. And further, which is very important, it requires further purification. In case of the lead chamber process. Once H2SO4 is formed, but dilute H2SO4 is formed, that we have to purify it. So here in this case, no further purification is required. No further purification is required. And the next one, it is cheaper, no doubt, it is cheaper and handled easily. Here we can see here, it is expensive, and it requires experts for handling. So these are the very two important process for manufacture of sulfuric acid. One is the lead chamber process, second one is the contact process. Here, if we compare what type of merits and demerits if we have the two process, here in case of the lead chamber process, only 78% is yield is obtained. In contact process, there is 100% yield is obtained. And second one, as I told, the process are defined on the basis of the second step, that is conversion of SO2 to SO3, which is a very important step. That step decides which process is there. Here, in case of lead chamber process, conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide is done by the mixture of NO and NO2. But in case of the contact process, conversion is done by the SO2 to SO3 by simple air oxygen, atmospheric oxygen. Therefore, that is easily available and more preferable. Here it is nitric oxide is used as a catalyst in case of the contact process. Vanadium pentoxide or platinum asbestos, platinized asbestos are used as a catalyst, which are even they are expensive, but here it is they are cheaper. But what is very important here, in case of the lead chamber pressure you require the further purification, but in case of the contact pressure you never require the purification already, which is obtained in the pure form. Therefore, after comparing these two processes, contact process which is more favorable for the manufacture of sulfuric acid, that we are going to study in the contact process. Okay, I hope you understand. From these two processes, lead chamber process and contact process is more preferable for the manufacture of sulfuric acid. Okay, now let me start manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. This is the, we are going to study manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process, in which the complete detailed study of sulfuric acid, what are the steps involved and what is the flow sheet for the manufacture of sulfuric acid, everything that we are going to study sulfuric acid by contact process. Now write the heading of manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. This is the very important. Now what are the steps? Steps involved, very simple. As already we discussed principle, in the principle already we discussed what is the basic principle. Sulfur or sulfur pyrites convert into sulfur dioxide, that is step 1. Okay, right here step 1. What is the step 1? Sulfur or sulfur pyrites convert into sulfur dioxide, which is step 1. And what is step 2? Conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide by, what is the catalyst we have to use here? Vanadium pentoxide or platinized asbestos. Because we are using manufacture sulfuric acid by contact process. See, we are directly using the contact process. In the contact process, that already we decided that conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which is by the catalyst vanadium pentoxide or platinum asbestos. And third one, which is important step, that is very simple step, absorption of SO2 to SO3 to H2SO4 by water. Absorption by water. So these are the 3 important steps in the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. What is the first step? Is sulfur or sulfur pyrites convert into sulfur dioxide by the simple air oxidation. Is taken. And second, sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide by vanadium pentoxide as a catalyst or platinized asbestos, which are used as a catalyst. And third one, once the sulfur trioxide is converted, the sulfur trioxide is absorbed by the water molecule and which convert into the H2SO4. Finally, H2SO4 is formed, that is nothing but the sulfuric acid. So these are the 3 important steps. What we have to remember? We have to remember that there are 2 processes for the manufacture of sulfuric acid, lead chamber process and the contact process. Why we are preferring the contact process? Contact process is very simple. You will get the 100% yield, which is still it is a catalyst, which is simple catalyst. For the conversion of SO2 to SO3, simple air is used, atmospheric oxygen is used, and further catalysts which are used, vanadium pentoxide, platinum asbestos sheets which are used. Still it is expensive, but there is no any toxicity is there, lesser toxic is there. Okay, for that purpose you will get the 100% yield of the product H2SO4 as well as you do not require any for further purification. Therefore, contact process is more preferable as compared to the lead chamber. In the contact process, still we have the basic principles are the same, sulfur to sulfur dioxide and sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which is a simple air oxidation is there by the conversion of catalyst V2O5, that is vanadium pentoxide or platinized asbestos, and finally SO3, which is absorbed by the water, convert into the H2SO4. Okay. So, this is the basic principle and process and the difference between lead chamber and the contact process, and finally we are interested to study the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. Okay. So, with this I will stop here. In the next lecture we directly see the flow sheet of manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. Okay. So, here I will stop. In the next lecture we will see flow sheet. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.